And we are back with another question for Ron. If I am providing information or educating people on things that I have learned, is that crossing dominion when I share?
Well, it's a good question, and there are boundaries with our sharing. I call it inappropriate sharing. If people are not asking you for the information, then giving them information that they have not asked for could be like crossing over into their dominion. Um, if you look at a kingdom, somebody's kingdom is over there, and you're walking down the road to, and you're going from kingdom to kingdom. Um, they won't let you in unless you've been invited or unless you have uh, some business there or some other reason for you to do that. When you share inappropriately, which I think is one of the biggest problems today with the political thing, the way it's going, if you share with somebody inappropriately, you're going to get persecuted. You're going to get not necessarily prosecuted, but persecuted, or they're going to react in a way that is not what you want by sharing. You want to share with people so that they can have an uplifting experience. But if you're trying to teach them something that you believe and they don't believe it, then you're going to cause problems. And that's crossing dominions. I would be very careful to talk to somebody about Trump if they have shown indications that they don't follow Trump or or any other political person or whatever. So you have to be very careful on who you talk to. I don't talk about religion and politics with people. It's just not who I am. On my conference calls with Love One Society people, I'm sharing in a way that I feel is helpful and not that they have to take it or else they're not going to get something. No, that's not what my intention is to help them to come to an understanding of how the alliance works because their job will be to they want to qualify to become a managing director. And I'm just trying to help in the way that that can happen for you. Some people have had some problems with what I've said and coiled back, and I have to say, um, maybe I shared a little bit too much inappropriately. Um, but we're on conference calls. I'm not wanting it to be for any one individual, or I'm not talking. People ask a question, and I usually try and answer the question in a non-personal sort of way, so that other people who may have the same question um, can gain from what I have to say. And yet, there are times when I have stepped over into crossing over to somebody's belief systems that were not. I was not welcome to do that. So I have to be very careful. But I feel like Love One Society, I'm kind of the good shepherd. I'm trying to help people um, to gain the information that they need and learn Love One Society and the things that are pertinent to know so that you can be the humanitarian that you came here to be. And we came here, but we have to learn how to be that humanitarian. Uh, our hearts will be correct. It'll be a humanitarian heart that we have to start us in that direction. But many are called and few are frozen, or few are chosen. And why are they not chosen? Because their hearts are not set in the right place. The alliance is looking for somebody who their heart is so set on serving other people that it doesn't enter into their mind to buy a car to be um, make yourself look better than somebody else. You can buy the car and drive a beautiful car and live in a beautiful house on the hill, But if you do that to aggrandize yourself and make yourself better than other people, those are the kinds of people who will not get the money. Um, Humanitarians will not be changed by the number of zeros that they get from their redemption appointment. That's that's just one of the things that the alliance already knows. So if it's going to change you and you become an arrogant, proud person, then there's a good chance you won't get money. I'm not saying that to warn people. I'm just saying think about where your life is, pattern it in a different way that will be helpful to you instead of degrading you and keeping you in the off of the ascension uh, path, I should say. So it's a good question, and it's one that we need to understand better so we don't make enemies out of friends and family. And because it's a very viable way of destroying relationships is to share inappropriately or demanding or saying this this is the way it's going to be and that you better get used to it, and all that sort. That's just garbage. It's garbage in, garbage out. You give that to them, and they'll just give you the same kind of garbage back on the same other side of the fence. So uh, just be very careful. But what you're saying, I'm trying to um, provide information, provide information and education, um, providing things that what you're not providing, you're just sharing. You're sharing your feelings and your ideas and your concepts with them. And if you do it in a way that they can accept it, then that's good. If you do it in a way that I'll pass, that's okay too. And then that's when you stop sharing. And see, sometimes you're planting seeds, and those seeds turn, might begin to grow in some other more settled time, I should say, when the things in their life are going wrong, and then that's a chance for them to kind of take a look at some of those seeds that have already been. Oh, that looks like it's growing. That's probably a good idea. Those are the things that we can do as we share. So, if you're being cognizant about the problem of sharing inappropriately, then and conduct your life so that that's not a problem for you, then that's the best way for you to be. Being cognizant of it is a good thing, but don't let it stop you from sharing appropriately with people that'll listen. I hope that helps. Let's move on to the next question.
Thank you, Ron. And we will be right back with the next question.